Good evening, neighbors. My name is Curt DeVetter, and I am here tonight to ask for your vote for Budget Committee. First off, I'd like to thank the Lions Club and Ken for hosting us here. I'd like to thank Diane and the library for creating this wonderful packet. And I'd like to thank all of you for taking time away from your families, out of your schedules, to show us how important Goffstown is for you. It's as important as it is for me. Thank you. I'm running tonight and for this seat because I believe in a strong community. I wouldn't be who I am and where I am here in Goffstown without strong communities, several of which I'd like to share a little bit about tonight. I didn't grow up in Goffstown here like many proud residents, which is wonderful. I love to see that engagement after a lifetime. I grew up in a small town in Minnesota, much like Goffstown, fairly small, went to public high school, and it was my church, the La Crescent United Methodist Church, that was the first real community for me that helped form who I am today. Through my experience with the church, I was able to serve my town, collecting school supplies and giving them in backpacks to kids through the local women's shelter and the YMCA. Through my local church, I got to experience what it's like to care about people outside of my family. And a lot of the members there are still, I consider as close to family as it gets. Apart from being really involved in my church, I also have taken it I've taken a lot of growth and joy in being part of the AmeriCorps community. When I was graduated from college, I went and served in a town in Iowa where a flood had wiped out 4,000 homes. And people were coming from every part of the country to help. We didn't know who was going where or doing what. We didn't know who was in town, really, and what their connections were. So AmeriCorps set up a site there. We coordinated volunteers from religious organizations or political organizations. We brought senators in and movie stars. Superman came there one day and helped muck out houses with us. But the point is, we worked across the aisle, we worked hand in hand, and we got people back in their homes. So another example was when I was in college, I was the vice president of my fraternity, and making relationships with my fraternal brothers and sorority sisters, we accomplished quite a lot. You know, as vice president of a frat, doesn't sound like a big deal, right? But well, we were able to raise money for cystic fibrosis through annual traditions that we held. It's called a teeter-totter-a-thon. We were able to collect supplies and send them to kids across the world who didn't get to experience Christmas like we did, Operation Christmas Child. We were able to accomplish a lot, and I think I'll bring that kind of spirit with me to the board here on the Budget Committee, and I look forward to helping in any way I can. I know being a part of this community, there's a lot of concerns going around. There's a lot of worry about what's going to be on the ballot in March, how we're going to pay for things, and what really is on the table for us. Well, in my current role, I work at Southern New Hampshire University, and I'm taking calls from students day in and day out, making calls, checking to see how my students are doing. Has someone passed away in your life? Is that why you haven't been submitting assignments these past couple of weeks? I get experience like that, but really at the end of the day, I can feel for people quite a lot, and I feel for you, your concerns, and I want to be able to listen and to help, and that's what I'll bring if you can vote for me for Budget Committee. Thank you.